Today, we come together in a celebration of heroes.
Canyon Ridge School celebrated Veterans Day this year with a 10th anniversary ceremony, marking a decade of honoring those who served while educating students about United States history and the importance of those who sacrificed for our nation. The ceremony featured a presentation of colors, performances by the band and choir, and a presentation of the American flag, which outlined the meaning behind each fold.
Much more than just pomp and circumstance, each of the 13 folds holds special meaning.
While the ceremony has changed and grown over the past 10 years, one constant has been the attendance of keynote speaker Dennis Grau, commander of VFW Post 10695. He's been with Canyon Ridge since the beginning, when he was invited to attend by Kelly Green, a former teacher and National Guard member herself.
Kelly found out that I was involved with the Veterans of Foreign Wars and invited me, and that's how it started. Most of the program took place, it was so small, they didn't bring all the kids out. It took place out by the flags out front. And every veteran that was there was introduced and welcomed in, and they took us to a breakfast, and it was terrific.
Mr. Grau served during Vietnam in the U.S. Navy and jumps at the chance to describe how he felt during that time and why he chose to enlist.
Did I have to go to Vietnam? No, I didn't. I had classmates. I grew up in Ohio, and it was only 300 miles to Canada. Some of my classmates went. That was their choice. But I went to Vietnam so that they would have that choice. I thought I owed this country my life, if necessary, for freedom. That's why I went to Vietnam.
In addition to serving in Veterans Day ceremonies across the district, he's been in 4 this year alone. Mr. Grau also runs a Veterans in the Classroom program to help educate students.
It's important to have me go in the classroom and to have ceremonies like today, because you're hearing it from someone who was there. You're hearing it firsthand, what it was really like.
He continues to participate in these programs because of his deep belief in the importance of education for students about our country and freedoms, and hopes to continue doing so for another 10 years.
I think it's important to include the students. I think anything to do with education, even if it's the education about a war, it's part of our history. It's not something you can ignore. You need to make sure that they understand why.
Mr. Grau says Memorial Day is for honoring those who have fallen, and Independence Day is for celebrating our great country. But Veterans Day, that is the one day each year dedicated to all those who have dedicated their life to service.
This is one day we can honor our veterans for everything they have done for this country. And if they hadn't been there at the start with George Washington and his army, there wouldn't be any United States of America. So veterans are important.
I would ask you all to remember the wise saying that we have used to end every one of these veterans programs in the past 10 years. If you enjoy your freedom, then thank a veteran.